Hi everybody, welcome back to another What Sold This Week for Me video. In today's video, I'm going to be going through my sales from March 31st to April 6th. I'm pretty happy because this is the most sales that I've ever made in 1 week, which means the most money I've ever made in 1 week. I did not make any sales on Mercari or Depop, but I did make 6 sales on Poshmark and 6 sales on eBay. I'm going to be starting off with Poshmark. I sold these Laredo Women's Leather Western Cowgirl Classic Mid-Calf Maroon Boots, size 9 medium. I said that they were in good used condition and that there was some wear on the leather toes and on the boots soles. And then for my tags, I put Cowgirl, Cowboy, Women's Leather Boots, Coastal Cowgirl, Maroon, Purple, Round Toe, and Versatile. I bought these boots from Goodwill. I paid $7.99 and originally I had these listed for $40 and they sold on an offer for $31. These took just over 2 months to sell. And the reason I picked them up was I looked up their sell-through rate on eBay and it was pretty high. And I would pick up these shoes again, but I think I would only pick them up if they were in better condition. I think that's why they sold for less than I wanted and why they took longer to sell. There was just too much creasing on the leather and fading as well. Let's move on to this vest I picked up from the Goodwill bins. The whole title was Vintage Beaded Crochet Brown Burgundy Aztec Vest, size large to 2X. I said, beautiful and unique Aztec looking vest. There is some minor pilling of the fabric, see photos. I also put that the size was unknown because the size tag had been either ripped or cut out. And I said that I guessed it was somewhere between size large and 2X. And then my tags were tribal, statement piece, and accents. And the fortunate thing about this sale was it was my first ever 2-star rating. And the buyer claimed that the beads were falling off and that it was way too small. And to respond to their first claim, the beads were not falling off because I did check that before I bought the item at the bins. And at this point, the vest had already been, moved around by everyone else who was looking in the bins. So that wasn't true. And then also I did provide the measurements for them. So if it was too small for them, that was on them, but still kind of sad that I got that 2-star rating. Because it was at the bins, I paid around $1 to $2. I originally had it listed for $35 and I sold it for $21. It took almost 2 months and I would pick it up again because it was just such a unique piece and so much fun and in a larger size. Let's move on to the next purchase, or the next sale, from Poshmark. I sold these PacSun Women's Dark Gray Distressed High-Rise Straight Leg Casual Jeans, size 29. In my description tags, I put everyday pants, grunge, streetwear, neutral, and cute jeans. I picked these up from the bins actually for myself, and then when they didn't fit me, I just had them for sale on my reselling platforms. I didn't think they were going to fit me because they were a size 29, and that's a little bigger than what size I am, but I was hopeful because they were so cute. But yeah, I paid around $2. I had them listed for $20 and they sold for $16. They took just over a month. And if I was, just buying PacSun to resell, I would not do that because PacSun isn't very expensive brand new, but this was a great sale because originally I had bought these pants for me and I wasn't even hoping to sell them. So would I pick up these jeans just to resell outright? No, but for myself and having made the sale, it was a great thing. This next thing I sold was from Desert Industries, which is a thrift store near me, and so I bought it from there. And the full description was Tahari Woman's Abstract Colorful Watercolor Halter Neck Maxi Dress, size 8. In my tags in the description, I put wearable art, mock neck, wedding guest, tropical vacation, chiffon, sleeveless black dress, pink accents, and ribbons. I picked up this dress for $4. I originally had it listed for $45 and it sold for $40. It took a month and a half to sell, and the reason I picked up this dress was because it was just so beautiful and it was maxi length and it was in kind of a mid-size size, super flowy and fun. I could not resist it and I would definitely pick it up again because the profit margin was great and the dress was just so beautiful. The next thing I sold on Poshmark was this 90s vintage class petite woman's black beaded v-neck maxi slip dress, size 16. I also got this dress from the same thrift store that I got that Tahari dress, so kind of cool that I sold these two maxi length formal dresses in the same week. In my description of this item, I put dark romantic, 90s dress, goth, vampire, flowy chiffon, gorgeous dress, all black dress, prom dress, plus size dress, and sparkle dress. I paid $8 for this dress. I originally had it listed for $55 and I sold it for $49 to someone who made me an offer. I picked up this dress because it was just so beautiful and such a cool and beautiful piece. From the 90s, it took just over a month to sell, and I would definitely pick up a dress that was similar to this again. I also sold jeans from Goodwill. They're Democracy Woman Absolution Black Slim Straight Leg Mid-Rise Stretchy Jeans, size 14. In my tags, I put everyday jeans, comfy jeans, trendy, casual, neutral, and stretch. I paid $7.99 for these jeans. I originally had them listed for $30 and I accepted an offer of $22. They took a half a month to sell, so the sell was pretty fast. I picked up these jeans because they were in a larger size and they're Democracy jeans with that absolution technology, which is pretty desirable. But I just didn't think that was a big enough profit. And I've said this before about Democracy jeans. They sell fast, but for not very much, so I'm not going to pick up Democracy jeans in the future. My last sale from Poshmark were these Nike Air Force One all-white sneaker tennis shoes, size 7Y, women's 8.5, and men's 7. These Nike AF1s were gender neutral, and the size tag said 7Y, which was a woman's 8.5 and a men's size 7. I picked these up from the other side, Thrift Boutique, and I did have to give them some TLC and turn them from a yellowy brown color to their former glory of whiteness. I paid $5 and I originally had them listed for $50 and I accepted an offer of $35. I picked up these because I was pretty sure I could get the dirtiness off, and I was right. They took just over a month to sell, and I know that these Nikes in these AF1 style is very popular, so I would pick these up again, and I'm glad that they sold pretty quickly in almost a month.
As I was going through my sales again, I realized I forgot to mention this red Mano wallet that is vintage from Germany. I'm not sure what year, but I picked this up from the Goodwill bins for around 50 cents, and it sold within 10 days on Poshmark for $22, and I was super surprised and excited by this sale. The reason I forgot about this sale was it happened on Saturday evening, so the week was basically over, but I just had to mention this sale.
Let's move on to eBay now. Kind of cool that I made 6 sales on eBay too. That just feels like a lot. I know a lot of people say that they make better sales on eBay, but I've always had better sales on Poshmark, so kind of cool to get that, eBay traction that everyone always talks about. So this next sale that I made on eBay were these Judy Blue women's high-waisted distressed medium wash bootcut jeans, size 11. In my description, I put a cute pair of jeans with a flattering style, everyday jeans, women's pants, quality to make control, Western rodeo and festival. I bought them at Savers for $8.99, and I originally had them listed for $32. They sold for $32, and they took a little more than a week. And because they were in a bootcut style, which is very popular right now, I picked them up and I would pick them up again. All right, this next sale was this Chico's Women's Red Sleeveless Cotton Blend V-neck shirt top, size 3XL. In my description, I put a great basic piece to add to your closet, everyday shirt, lightweight, layering, simple, staple piece. I picked up this shirt from Revive Thrift Boutique for $2. I originally had it listed for $20 and it sold for $16 in a little more than a week. But I feel like that profit was just, it was good, but this Chico's shirt was just so plain. And I originally picked it up because it was a Chico's plus size piece, but because it was so plain, I don't think I should have picked it up, and I will not be picking up a shirt similar to it again. I sold these Bear Traps women's Desiree gray black slide sandals, size 10 medium. In my description, I put fabric upper in a slip-on comfort sandal style with an open toe. And I actually got my description stuff from, I think they were sold on Walmart, and so I just kind of stole Walmart's description. But I put slip-on, entry, rebound technology, whatever that means. And then I put outdoor shoes, hiking sandals, cute sandals, flip-flops, and slip-ons. I did pick these up from the bins for $2, and I originally had them listed for $25. They sold on an offer for $15. They took a month to sell, so fairly quickly, but I would not pick them up again. I thought I could get them for more than I did. And I thought because they were a cute kind of summer sandal and they originally were selling brand new for $60 that I could get around $20, but $15 wasn't great, so we'll not be picking up a shoe like this again. I also sold these Cole Haan men's brown leather buckle kilty loafer slip-on dress shoe, size 9.5, and I learned the style of these Cole Haans just by doing a eBay image search, and I found similar pairs that were selling. In my description, I put very minimal wear, beautiful brown color, church shoes, professional shoes, wedding shoes, and buckle detail. I picked these up from the other side thrift boutique for $5. I originally had them listed for $40, and they sold for my full asking price of $40. I picked these up because they were in great condition and they were very handsome, and Cole Haans do seem to sell rather quickly for a good amount. They took a month to sell, and I would pick them up again. I sold these Ariat men's Rambler brown tan square toe leather ankle cowboy boots, size 8.5D. I picked these up from the bins for $6. In my description, I put rodeo, western, Texas, country, and cream color. I said that there were some spots on the leather and some wearing down. So because of all those reasons, I only had these listed at $40, and I made an offer to someone who was watching the item, and they sold for $35. They sold in less than a week, and I picked them up because they are Ariat boots and it's rodeo season, and they had a good amount of life in them, even though the leather was kind of worn down, the sole and stuff was intact. And so I would pick these up again. The very last thing that sold for me this week, that I kind of just accepted the offer because sometimes I just accept an offer because I feel like if I don't, they're not going to sell for a very long time, or I'll get an offer a little while later that's about the same amount or for even less. But I picked these up from Goodwill. They're these J. Jill women's taupe light brown, authentic fit, slim ankle casual jeans, size 14T. I said tape because apparently I had a typo in this listing, but on Poshmark, where I originally listed it, I put taupe. And then in my description, I put no flaws. The color doesn't look exactly the same as the photos. And then I put everyday jeans, tall jeans, comfy jeans, quality, neutral, and good fitting. And I also put cute plus size. I bought these for $7.99, and I originally had them listed for $35, but they sold for $20 on an offer, like I said. I picked these up because they were a J. Jill bigger size. I think I'd only pick up these kind of J. Jill jeans again if they were in a much bigger size, because these J. Jill jeans just didn't seem to have much interest, and they took almost a month to sell, which isn't bad, but the profit was not good enough for me, so definitely not picking up those jeans in that size again. That is all my sales. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.